On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, we're jumping all the way back to 2008 with the movie Jumper. Welcome back to BJ in the Morning, your favorite dirty name podcast with even dirtier takes on movies, TV, and pop culture. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And Juan, today we are doing it. 2008.
Let's do it.
We did it. We've already done it.
I'm still like a little blown away with your jumping comment.
Did you like that?
I liked it a lot.
On the spot, my guy.
I liked it a lot.
Spot. We got to tie our intro more into the movies we're watching.
I want to apologize in advance. I might have a little bit of bad head.
Stop. You're cute. Let's move on. Everyone knows you're the face of the podcast.
We are the face.
No, but you're the face.
We are the face. I don't know why my chair's crooked.
Because you play video games in here?
Yeah, probably.
Playing Arc Raiders. What's new?
Yeah. Should we play something else? Probably.
Will we?
I don't know. Something about that game just makes me want to keep going back to it, but that's not what we're talking about today.
We somehow bring our creators up at least once every episode.
Once a month. Yeah, so today we're talking about Jumper.
Jumper. You know what's funny?
Jumping?
Jumper. I barely knew her. I told myself earlier to pull up all the info on this movie, and I didn't do it. Jumper. We've already discussed. So it's from 2008.
And this is a movie that we have seen.
Yeah, this is we have seen that.
And we
say it like it's the slogan, like the tag of the show.
We have seen that. But we decided to watch this movie again because we felt like this movie isn't talked about enough.
Definitely not.
Some people dislike it. Some people love it. We personally were kind of in the middle about it, but we decided that we liked it.
Yeah.
Before rewatching.
Yeah, before rewatching it. And just to shout out that we also had this new thing from a couple friends of the show where later on we're going to show you their take on this movie as well. Because like all of you listening or watching, you could probably give your thoughts on these movies too by like commenting on our YouTube videos at
BJ in the Morning Podcast,
where you should be subscribed to the channel so you can watch these shows when they come out, and you should like the videos and share them with your friends.
Yeah.
And comment what you think about the movies.
Yeah.
And if you want to get ahead of the game and maybe be featured in one of our episodes, we're going to post about getting your takes on movies that we have seen on Instagram at
BJ in the Morning _.
So if you have any takes on movies that we watch, go follow us over there so you can be ahead of the game and maybe you'll be on an episode with us.
For sure.
But like you can send in a text or a video.
Send a text. Send an email. Send a video.
You'll see how it is when we'll show their videos in a little bit.
FaceTime us.
Yeah, if you want.
And we'll screen record it.
Send a Snapchat.
Send a Snapchat.
We don't have a Snapchat. Not
a podcast one.
Nope.
And if you send it to my Snapchat, I probably won't look at it.
But yeah, so make sure you're following on all of our social medias, and if you're listening on your podcast apps, follow the show, heart the show, like the show, leave a 5-star review because it will only help us grow.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome. Let's talk about Jumper though. Jumper from 2008, as we've said 6 times now. Juan, this movie's stacked cast.
Yeah, for the time. Yeah,
because right now we're going to get into the details of the movie.
Yeah.
Right? So we got, number 1, on the call sheet, our boy, Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen, my boy.
We got Sam Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, there's a lot of L's.
Samuel L.
Jamie Bell. Rachel Bilson. Diane Lane. Michael Rooker.
Oof.
Anna Sophia Robb. And that's all the ones I'm going to go through right now.
Right.
Crazy cameo at the end. Kristen Stewart. Do you don't remember? Kristen Stewart? at the very end of the movie.
When does she show up?
She's the daughter of his mom that answers the door.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that.
I was like, Kristen Stewart's in this.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
yeah. Jamie Bell.
I
want to talk about her performance for a second. I'm sorry. Who's the girl?
Rachel Bilson. We're just going details right now, though.
Okay.
You wanna get into her details, or we're gonna talk about the movie, or we're gonna talk about her performance later?
Yeah, scratch it. Scratch it. Hayden Christensen, though, how many movies has he been in other than Star Wars?
Star Wars, Jumper, Life as a House, Star Wars, The Last Man, Little Italy, First Kill, Star Wars, the video game, 90 Minutes in Heaven. He's been in a few movies. Why
but not very many, like, big ones, right?
Other than Star Wars, yeah.
Crazy.
Directed by Doug Liman. Doug Liman has also directed movies like Edge of Tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Or he was a producer on that. My bad. Misread. He was the director of Swingers. And the remake of Roadhouse.
With the Gyllenhaal?
The Gyllenhaal.
Sweet.
User reviews on IMDb is at a 6.1, which is average. It's an average movie.
I guess it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some reviews. You ready for this?
Yep.
Some reviews from IMDb. This is a 6 out of 10. A great idea. Shame about the execution. What would happen if you could teleport anywhere in the world in a blink of an eye? That's the question explored in Jumper, a film that's as fast and action-packed as it is hollow and underdeveloped. 7. This is a 7 out of 10. Attention span. What happened to them? For some reason, somewhere, when, or someone in Hollywood decided that 90 minutes was the optimal length a movie should be. Even in superlative films like Lord of the Rings and The Godfather, there are always people bitching about it being too long. This is an issue that drives me nuts because Jumper really needed another half hour or so to provide exposition and answer questions that remain unanswered due to this insane 90-minute time limit. All in all, an interesting plot, decent acting, cool locations, very thin in development. Realistically, this is a film for those who can shut off expectations and simply enjoy something widely improbable events. Mm-hmm. An art house film it is not, nor does it try to be, to its credit. I would really like to see a sequel to this film as a storyline has been established, and I seriously doubt my semi-rant about movie lengths will change anything.
Hey there, friends. I'm Aeric.
What's up? I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Jacob.
And we are the Geeksplained Book Club. Join us each week as we dig in and discuss your favorite comic stories, issue by issue, volume by volume, in long form.
Each season, we cover a new run from start to finish, for better or for worse.
Here's a few of the iconic runs that we've covered so far. Grant Morrison's Batman.
Whoa!
Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man.
Woof.
Kirkman, Walker, and Otley's Invincible. You've
Da-na-na.
probably seen the cartoon. We talked about the whole book, and many more.
Yeah, check us out wherever you catch your pods, like the Spotify, the Cloud Sound, whatever you want. We have a huge backlog of sensational sessions for you to listen to.
And we drop new episodes every single Friday. So be there or be square, not a circle.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a circle.
I do agree. It does need to be longer if they wanted to, like, include, let's say, an actual, like, better plot, maybe. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I don't think the plot was bad.
It was rushed.
It was very rushed.
Yeah.
And if it was, like, could have had more, I don't want to sound ignorant, but, like, I could have had more cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it could have just been a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
But continue with what you're reading.
Meta score is a 35 out of 100. So pretty
shit.
low. Cool bit of trivia about this movie. Just the first thing that we're going to talk about. The crew was allowed to film inside the Roman Colosseum for 3 days under 3 conditions. No equipment could be placed on the ground. They could only shoot from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. To avoid disturbing tourists. And the only lighting that was allowed was natural sunlight. And it is clear in those sequences that they are handheld and they had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that when we get to the plot points of the movie.
Yeah.
My favorite quote.
Don't lie to me.
That's the one.
Are you serious?
If you don't want to tell me everything, that's fine. Just don't lie to me. That's lying. Like, omitting the truth is the same as lying. Right? Am I wrong in this?
Yeah.
But also, I think don't lie to me is said like 65 times in the course of 20 minutes.
While we're on that, I want to talk about what I was going to say earlier.
Okay, go ahead.
What is her name?
Rachel Bilson.
Rachel
Millie.
Bilson.
Yeah.
Millie plays Millie in the movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Known from The OC, The Last Kiss, The To-Do List. I'm pretty sure she was on How I Met Your Mother for a little bit. Yeah.
She may not be a horrible actress, but her acting in this movie is not my favorite. Mm-hmm. I think she is trying too hard to be flirty and mysterious, and it just did not work well with what was going on currently. I don't know what it was like when she was mad at him and she was just like very whiny and very just take me home.
Man.
Just take me home.
Yeah.
And then she's like, when she finds out that he's a jumper, and she's just like,
what?
What are you, freak? You know, like, I'm just like, she didn't say freak, but it just like was the vibe she was giving off. I didn't love her performance, and
I'd love to talk about the direction of this movie a lot when we get into it. Yeah, because I feel I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So yeah.
Let's get into my favorite part of details of the movie: Letterboxd reviews.
Okay.
We should have a song just for Letterboxd review time.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh wait, that's football.
We can get sued for that. I'm gonna just bleep it out. 2 stars. Cool concept, plus Anakin, plus Twilight emo chick, plus solid action, plus moronic plot equals meh.
Yeah.
2.5 stars. When Kristen Stewart opened the door at the end, I nearly died of laughter.
But at that time, though, you probably didn't know who she was.
2008. I'd have to see what else came out around then that she might have been in. 2.5 stars. Man, I wish I could jump like Jumper so bad. That's it. Oh, where's the one I was just reading? It was so good. It basically was Mace Windu came back for his revenge. Because, you know.
Right.
Yeah. 3 stars. Massive guilty pleasure. I love how the main guy is just a dude who doesn't want to do anything good, and neither do the other jumpers. It's not good, it's corny, and there's so much dumb stuff, but it's fun, and Kristen Stewart shows up for 30 seconds.
Everyone's talking about Kristen Stewart.
The person who made Sam Jackson's wig should go to jail. 2 stars. At the end of this movie, Hayden Christensen leaves Samuel L. Jackson to die of starvation / thirst / hunger in one of those Egypt rock pillar cave things, and he responds by giving the DreamWorks face as the camera pans over some soft piano jazz. My friend, that was the Grand Canyon.
Twilight came out in 2008.
So
November 21st, 2008.
I'm not sure when Jumper came out in parallel to that. Last one, I'm gonna read this 5-star review because we haven't had a lot of 5-star reviews. It has a quote: "You're not a hero, David. You're a jumper. You don't save the girl." That's the quote. It's hard for me to put into words why I love a certain film so much. It's hard for me to explain how it makes me feel or what it does to me on an emotional and almost spiritual level. Hayden Christensen has been one of my favorite actors of all time since I first saw his beautiful face in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. I almost immediately fell in love with both him and the iconic character of Anakin. Quickly, I sought out other films he'd been a part of. Jumper was one of those films. I absolutely adore the concept of being able to jump from place to place on the planet. It's a superpower that is absolutely fascinating. I love this film's plot, the cast, and especially Hayden and Samuel L. Jackson's performances. I've rewatched this film countless times, envisioning myself in David Rice's shoes. Lehman, the director, brought the incredible Jumper book series to life with this adaptation. I really enjoy the books and find the film to be almost as great. I highly recommend it to anyone who is even a slight fan of Hayden or want to see Samuel L. Jackson do some more Nick Fury-esque actions in this amazing film. That's a pretty stellar review, I'm not going to lie.
This movie came out on Valentine's Day, by the way, in 2008.
Nice. Nice. This episode's coming out a week after Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we didn't say it on the last one.
Yeah, so I think there's some mixed reviews from a lot of people, which I expected. Nobody said it was bad necessarily.
No. I'd love to know, like, now that we're through a lot of the details, though, I want to know, when did you first see this movie? I remember when I first saw it.
I don't. I think I maybe watched it after it was released. I don't think I saw it like in the theater or anything. I probably just watched it on demand.
Yeah, I
like
think
one day.
In 2008, we would have been juniors.
Yeah.
Going into senior year, I think.
Yep.
You said Valentine's Day 2008, so at the end of our junior year. So I want to say this was about the time that we were going to movies more often because the Tower Theaters at the time was right down the street, and movies were pretty cheap. I do think I saw this in the theaters from my recollection, and I saw it with a bunch of people, like a little group of people maybe. And if it wasn't a group of people, then it was just Artie. And like maybe Killian, you know. Yeah. I remember watching it and I thought it was a really fun movie. We'll hear from our friend Aeric, who is going to make the same connection that I did. But the movie Push with Chris Evans had the same kind of vibe, and there was a lot of talk that like maybe these two movies were connected.
I've never seen Push.
Noted. They're not connected in any way. But I remember really liking this movie, and I remember my brain made up a lot of things that don't happen in this movie, I think, like when we were going into the rewatch. So I went in ready to go. I was like, I can't wait to watch this movie again. I haven't seen it in years. And then we watched it, and it's not at all what I remember, except for little bits, you know?
Yeah. I just remember, like, it's almost like that nostalgia feeling, like being a kid and wishing you had that power.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of people talked about in those reviews, it's like, it's a very fascinating power to have. And it's a very fascinating thought to think like, oh, I could just whoosh and be in China.
Yeah.
I can whoosh.
Yeah.
And be at Fry's.
Yeah.
I can whoosh.
Oh, you forgot milk?
Whoosh. And come back with milk.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, but it's also cool to see that, yeah, if I were to whoosh and somebody saw me, somebody's going to want to
investigate,
or
probe you.
somebody's going to want to not have whooshing.
Yeah, there's always going to be some force that's anti-whooshing.
Someone's going to be anti-whoosh, and they're going to come after me and my whoosh.
And your whoosh.
Whooshy.
I think
Whooshes.
I think we should get down to the plot details of this movie, but I think we should also maybe hear what one of our friends said about their memories of this movie.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're making me do this. All right, let's turn it on. Okay. All right. Hey guys, it's Kevin from Miserable Hair People here. So I was tasked by both BJ and The Morning to talk about the 2008 film Jumper. This came out like right when I was graduating high school and all my friends were like starting to get their own cars, and it just felt like total freedom where you're like, oh my God, we can like go to a store or go to the movies without our parents. And that's exactly what we did. We were just like, it's like a Friday night. Let's go do something, like whatever's playing. It doesn't matter. So we went and saw Jumper. It was like, God, it felt like 6 of us all piled into like a 2-door car, which is always like fun when you're on the freeway. So we went in, and man, that movie was boring as shit. At least at the time. I'm sure if I rewatched it, I'd have a little like it appreciated it a little more. But at the time, I was just like, man, this thing is boring as fuck. So my mutual business partner, Sam, and I from Miserable Hair People, we've watched like, oh God, it's got to be like 75 bad movies on our show, and we always say the worst thing a movie can be is boring. And my recollection of Jumper is that it's just boring. Like, the idea is really cool, and I'll like make a reference to it in my like everyday life. But yeah, I just remember being like mostly bored during the watching of it. The only other thing I do remember is my friend who drove. Like, I don't think we went for his birthday or something, but like he was just kind of the reason we all went. During the movie, like they're like jumping around, and he like takes her to like Europe and Greece and Egypt and all this fun stuff. And I just leaned over and I was like, hey man, like if I'm taking a girl to all these places, like that's got to be worth at least some hand stuff, right? Like, because that movie was like weirdly like I didn't think the actors had like chemistry, and it just felt like kind of weirdly like sexless. So yeah, that was my like reaction of just like, hey man, I gotta get at least a handy out of all this jumping I'm doing. And it started making him laugh really hard, to the point where like everyone in the theater like turned around to like look at us. And I was just like, I don't know why he's laughing, like whatever. So that's my only recollection of Jumper. So kisses, love you guys. My house arrest ends in like 3 months. So yeah, whenever that ends, we'll get together. So all right, bye.
So Kevin,
Thanks, Kevin.
thanks for the submission,
Appreciate it.
for the video submission. I do have to say, although I loved your video.
And great to see your face.
Yeah,
I can't wait for your house arrest to end.
They do have sex, by the way.
Well, do they?
He at least takes her pants off
That means sex in
Once.
PG-13 movies.
once.
That's like midway through this hour and a half long movie, though.
Here's the thing about that, right? He just got his ass whooped by Samuel L. Jackson. And then he immediately goes and boards a plane to Europe to impress his childhood girlfriend when he goes home to hide. Right. So then he boards a plane with a passport and waits for them to track him to Europe. Interesting. Interesting.
Well, let's talk about how we got to that moment.
Sure.
I have plot details.
Right.
Let's try to get through this plot. So the movie opens on a teenage version of David Rice, who is later played by Hayden Christensen, which is like a couple years later, and he's a totally different kid. Anyways, So he discovers he can teleport anywhere in the world.
After he's about to die. I mean, he discovers it when he's about to drown in the lake.
Spoiler alert, he jumped when he was 5. So this isn't the first time he's done it.
That's why his mom left.
Yeah, that's how we figured that out. Anyways, so yeah, he's bullied. I want to talk about bullies in 2000s. They call him Rice Ball, which is that an insult to him because his last name's Rice?
I don't know.
How
apparently Rice Ball.
Yeah, I'm like, how is this? I get it, it's annoying, but I would also just clap back so hard that is the dumbest thing to call someone.
It sounds like a racial slur.
That's what I'm thinking, but like, slur? Why would it be for him?
To him, right?
So, strange. But he gets a snow globe for Millie,
who
Paris.
Doesn't really seem like she likes him that much, anyways.
Yeah, it's that whole like I became cool and we're no longer friends in public. Mm-hmm. That's the vibe she's giving off. But I do want to point out that Anna Sophia Robb, who plays young Millie, gives the same performance that Rachel Bilson does. Like they are the same amount of energy in their performances, which is bare minimum.
Right.
So she's not doing a lot. That wig though, bad.
Horrible.
Bad. But yeah, gets her snow globe, and the dude throws the snow globe onto the frozen river. David falls in, and he's gonna die. He's gonna perish. He's drowning right there in the frozen river. But then he jumps.
And then he whooshed.
He whooshes to the library.
To the library.
I don't understand, because this comes up later. I don't understand how he got to the library when he jumped at that point, because any other rule that this movie has is that he has to see where he's going to jump. That's why he's got the pictures all over his apartment later.
That is not clear.
It is not.
It's not clear because...
And Jamie Bell has DVDs. He's got a book of DVDs with places there, and it's labeled jump sites.
I think he just needs to...
He just needs to think happy thoughts and a little bit of pixie dust. Like, what the fuck?
I think that he just needs to know what it looks like.
But then...
But I get what you're saying. That
if
like
he knows what it looks
there
like.
are parts in the movie where they insinuate that he needs to be looking at this picture or looking at whatever.
Yeah, because later on he grabs
jump.
a stack of photos to jump, so he can jump.
Yeah, why? No.
Anyways, not established.
They don't do that through the rest of the movie.
No, but here we are. So we're still at the beginning. So he jumps to the library.
Yep.
Hours have gone by, apparently.
Maybe he's like spends a lot of time in the library.
Like, he jumps, a bunch of water comes with him. Mm-hmm. Again, that's another thing that they talk about later, that you have to pull things with you to jump them. So did he... I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, the library is open at this point, right? And then he leaves and he's soaking wet, whatever, goes home, and he's got chains on his door because his dad is an asshole.
Mean.
I want to point out right now, I didn't realize that was Michael Rooker until this watch.
Yeah, same.
B, he seems kind of aggressive, but he doesn't seem aggressive enough to need chains on your door.
Like abusive?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
so...
I was a little iffy on it. Like, how bad is he?
I think the reason for that is to kind of show that maybe dad is abusive and maybe that's the reason why mom left. So that when we figure out why mom left later, it's more of a shock.
Yeah. But he seems like
he loves his son.
Father.
I mean, he's
passionate, but he's like aggressive passionate.
Kind of mean.
Yeah. But he's going through some shit too. This movie honestly is like a huge thing about like grief and like getting over things. Mm-hmm. Like when you look at it, like everyone's got their problems, and I'm sure we'll touch on it a little bit more, but like David's got mommy issues. Mm-hmm. His dad has "my wife left me for no reason" issues. Mm-hmm. He's obviously struggling with it still.
Yeah.
I'm guessing at this point David's around 16, 17, so it's been 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing. These are all guesses. But I don't know. It just didn't make sense that he had all the chains on the door. But then he jumps back to the library again.
Yeah.
Cool. And now it's closed.
It's closed, and it has wet
floor signs.
Water damage.
They were real quick to put water damage signs up.
Yeah.
And then what does he decide to do? What any teenager with teleportation problems would do. Goes to a strip club. I'm just kidding. He doesn't. He robs a friggin' bank.
He robs a bank.
I don't think robbing a bank would be my first thing that I'd want to do.
Uh-huh.
I could see leading up to it, you know? But this, again, messes with the rules of the teleportation because he gets a glimpse inside of there and can teleport in there and teleport out. Weird.
No pictures, no nothing.
No nothing. But then after he robs the bank, he goes back to his room with all the money, gets a shitty hotel room. Or no, he's already got the shitty
apartment.
Yeah, he's got a shitty apartment, whatever. Who gives a teenager an apartment in the city?
The guy's just like, you're not going to do weird stuff, right?
And then later on he comes and he's like, I said no weird stuff.
You're doing weird stuff.
No weird stuff. So then David apparently for the next X amount of years, because we're going to jump in time. He's been robbing more banks, leaving IOUs and notes saying, I'm so sorry I stole your money. Mm-hmm. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have done it.
Now he's super rich.
He's got a fancy friggin' apartment, and he's Hayden Christensen.
Right.
So he's living the dream.
And he's Anakin Skywalker.
I don't think he's Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Skyjumper. How many jumper jokes can we try to force down people's throats right now?
Whoosher.
The whooshers. So yeah, he's been jumping around, living the high life. He's going to other countries to sleep around.
Whoosh.
That's what he's doing, right?
Whoosh.
Yeah.
Watching this movie, I quickly realized he is still just a kid.
Yeah.
He did not grow up.
He didn't.
He has not grown up. Nor did he ever want to grow up. He was very happy and content living the life that he's living. Mm-hmm.
I want to point out that he is lazy as fuck. Mm-hmm. This whole segment that we could have had of him jumping around to different places in the world, instead it's him jumping he whooshes from upstairs to downstairs. He whooshes to get something out of the fridge. He whooshes when he can't reach the remote on the couch. Yeah. This whole segment, this whole little sequence of him whooshing around his apartment I was so mad. It's like, who do you think you are?
The jumper. But imagine
he's so lazy. He doesn't even know how to use a door.
But
did you see that later on?
Yeah.
And he's like, you haven't used the door in a while. I was like, shut up, dude. You didn't jump for 15 plus years in your life. You know how to use a door.
Yeah.
It's one.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I get it. But like, then again, you get these powers as a kid.
Yeah.
And then you're constantly using them to do everything.
Everything. He doesn't do anything with his feet or his hands.
I can kind of see how that would turn into you being a man-child.
Yeah.
Who
shout out Sabrina Carpenter
doesn't do anything for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't use your feet. Mm-hmm. You don't use your brain. You don't use nothing.
You're not going to grow as a human being.
Jump all the time.
He's jumping the gun on being an adult. Okay. I wrote here that this whole thing though shows that he's not the hero. Mm-hmm. It's not a with great power comes great responsibility type of thing. I don't even know what it is. He doesn't follow the rules of superheroism.
Yeah.
At all.
with great power comes great whooshes.
With great whooshes comes
Great whooshing.
great.
But it seems like all the jumpers are essentially, well, we saw 3
Yeah,
in this whole movie.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to say that there's a whole
web.
there's a whole bunch of them.
There's a whole bunch of them.
We see 3.
And apparently, it's illegal to be a jumper.
One of them dies as soon as we see them.
Yeah, in a web
In a web of electricity.
electrified poles.
The second one is,
David.
yeah, kind of a douche.
Griffin?
I'm talking about Griffin, yeah.
Griffin.
Kind of a douche. And not a hero either.
Yeah, but he's more of an adult than David.
Right.
He's been jumping a lot longer. He's been doing all this stuff a lot longer.
And he walks places.
And we see him in the background of a lot of the things that David's doing in these opening couple minutes or shots or scenes. But back to the guy in the jungle. Because teleporting is illegal in this world. Do you know why? I don't, because the movie never explains why it's illegal. But guess what? There's a secret organization. They're called the Paladins. And their whole mission, their whole goal in life is to stop the whooshers.
Right.
The jumpers.
Right.
No more whooshers, no whooshing.
Whooshers, no whooshing.
It's never explained why they have this mentality. Their whole goal is to spray paint white hair on Sam Jackson's head and tell him to kill jumpers. That's it.
And he's the one who is essentially the unkillable. He is the...
Sam Jackson?
Yeah, he's the... Oh, what's his name?
In the movie?
Yeah.
I'll find out. Roland.
Oh, Roland's coming. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and we'll see later that...
We better go.
Griffin's definitely on his trail. Yeah. But yeah, David has no idea that this whole battle between the Paladins and the Jumpers... Can we just point this out? I don't feel like the names work like Jumpers and Paladins.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be something else. Like not Paladins. Like Paladins seem like people that are fighting against the Crusade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It just it's such a weird. It's almost like they got lazy with the jumpers. Like, oh, he just jumped from that place to that place. That's what they're called.
Jumper.
Whoosher.
Huh?
Jumper.
Hey, okay. Yeah, I think they could have been like evil witch or something, or fucking burn the witch.
He's kind of like that character Nightcrawler. Nightcrawlers sound a little difficult, and that's what you call people who chase news stories and sell the footage to news stations.
Right.
So
Also
Whoosher?
haven't seen that movie.
Let's move on.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
So David finds out about Roland because he shows up at his apartment. And Roland's like, I've been looking for you. Like,
Since he robbed the bank.
the first bank. And he's got all his IOUs and everything that they're all there, right? He's like, who leaves a note? That's a save the cat moment. Because he's supposed to be the good guy, which is why he left notes. Do you know about the save the cat thing?
No.
The
Like
guy,
superheroes save cats?
kind of, yeah.
From trees?
Kind of, yeah. This screenwriter who really has a whole thing about being I know everything about screenwriting. Hasn't really written that many movies that are worth a damn. But to prove to the audience that your character is a hero, they must do something that is considered saving the cat. Like a firefighter saves a cat, and you're like, that guy's a hero. Superman saves the squirrel, hero. So David's save the cat moment is, I left notes saying sorry. Sorry I stole your money.
It doesn't make any sense.
But then he gets his ass kicked by Roland.
Yeah, Roland is like...
It's the hair. It's the hair, dude. He's got superhuman hair
Surprisingly super strong.
because he's been training his whole life to take on jumpers.
But, like, dude, if you're that strong, then you are part of the problem. Right?
It is what that review said, though. Mace Windu came back for revenge. He tried.
But if he's that strong, then he's just as bad as jumpers. Why aren't they trying to kill him?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to be a jumper as well.
Yeah.
And he flips sides like only a jumper could take on a jumper.
Whoosh.
I'm a whoosher.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh, stab. Whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. Electrify. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
That would have been a much more exciting fight at the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, David gets his ass kicked, goes back home to see Millie at the bar. She knew he was there the whole time. Mm-hmm. The whole time. Mm-hmm. And then goes to Rome.
With her.
With her. Just says, hey, we haven't seen each other. You thought I was dead?
Let's go to Rome.
And David's afraid to use his powers.
In front of her.
Well, also because of Roland. He's a little nervous. He doesn't want to use his powers with her.
Yeah, but he teleports that dude to the bank vault.
Yeah, mistake. That will come back to bite him in the ass.
Oopsie.
So they go to Rome. They break into the Colosseum. And this is where we meet Griffin for like real. He's peeing in the Colosseum. Mm-hmm. Why is he there?
He's following
David. Yeah. But they need to meet, and they're going to do this cool jump battle thing because some paladins show up.
No, well, they do this like little cat and mouse thing first with each other, and it's like,
why are you guys hating on each other?
dude, first of all, don't suck, David.
Yeah.
You know?
He's kind of being real standoffish. Like, I don't trust you. I don't believe you, blah, blah, blah. I just had sex before this.
Get out of here, pal.
I do want to say, though, that Jamie Bell is probably my favorite actor in this movie. Like, in this movie. Mm-hmm. I feel like he had the most fun with his part. You know? I do want to also, right now, I want to point out that with the right director, Hayden Christensen is a great actor. Mm-hmm. We all have heard the stories. I'm assuming you've heard the stories of George Lucas's directing style, which is, I don't know, just do it. I wrote it. You just do it.
Yeah.
George Lucas doesn't give very great direction. So I think that hurt a lot of Hayden Christensen's performances in Star Wars. But he is perfectly competent in this movie. Mm-hmm. Sam Jackson is Sam Jackson. We don't need to talk about him. But this is where we start getting all the great and wonderful deliveries from one Millie, Rachel Bilson. I don't need you to tell me everything, but just don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me. You lied to me.
You lied to me.
And then,
take me home.
Yeah, and for some reason...
Where are we? David?
David?
The
lack of chemistry that they have together is insane, and it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't think that she actually likes him.
In real life?
No, like in the movie. I don't know how they are in real life.
In real life.
Because in the movie, it's almost like, hey, you're taking me to Rome. I'll suck it up.
I'll suck it off.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin.
Laughs nervously.
Yeah, because there's a forced romantic scene in this that definitely did not feel good at all. It didn't look like they were having fun.
And they just got there.
They literally walked in the hotel. But now he's arrested. And he breaks out using his whoosh.
Whooshes.
And they leave. They just go home.
And then he... Well, yeah, but...
Then he whooshes.
That's where he sees his mom, though.
Yeah, she's like... He's like...
Take this key, we don't know what it goes
and
to.
Then she just leaves. Yeah, and then she just leaves.
Ditch the girl.
And he goes looking for his mom.
We never find out what that key goes to.
His handcuffs.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Hey.
Sometimes we make mistakes.
You know what? I use my brain. Sometimes a little too much. So, like, little minor things like that, I don't really think about.
Yeah, just right over your head, dude. They just whoosh by.
They jump by. So, then he leaves. He does leave. He goes back home.
Yeah, again.
And then goes back to the police station to get Millie.
And then he goes to Griffin's because he follows him in his scar, which we've seen throughout the movie that anytime someone jumps, there's like this little fractal business.
Yeah, jump scar.
Jump scar.
Whoosh scar.
Whoosh scar. We see these scars and he follows him in. And then Roland finds Millie because you remember the dude, the bully he dropped off in the thing? He tells Roland.
Tells him everything.
In all his helmet head looking business.
How could you think that he wouldn't?
Yeah, he's a punk ass. Because
why would
every
you
bully,
think that he wouldn't? And later he goes back to be like, what did you tell her?
Everything.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm a pussy.
Why wouldn't he?
He has nothing to lose.
He hasn't seen you in 8 years.
He thought he killed you at one point.
And he's your bully.
Yeah.
He's literally your arch nemesis because you haven't had to deal with anybody else at this point.
Nope.
Other than
Roland. And Griffin.
Not
And your
even
mom.
not even Griffin that much.
Not really, yeah.
But yeah, why wouldn't he tell?
He has nothing to lose. Anyways, he goes to Griffin's, and Griffin's got all the shit, right? He's got guns. He's living in like some ruins out in the middle of somewhere.
He's got bombs.
But then all over the walls, he's got pictures of Roland, and David's just like, that's the guy that's got Millie.
Let's go get him.
And Griffin's like, no, that's stupid. Like, we need to do this smart and like plan it out, and we can take him together.
Yeah.
But he's not ready. And David's like, no, but we gotta go now. We gotta go right now. We gotta save her. And that's where Griffin says the thing like, you can't save the girl and be a jumper, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then they do this, which we should have got more of, where they're jumping and he's in the car and they're jumping around and everything. And like, really cool moments. And then it's over. And then it's fighting Roland. And that's where David learns that Griffin knew a jumper who tried to jump a building, but it killed him. That'll come back later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now they're going to go fight to try to save Millie.
Okay.
How was this battle for you, Juan? Because it kind of was like
It was very muddy. It was just so... We have this machine. Now we can jump through your jump scar. And then we're going to jump. And then we're going to fight here. And we're going to kick your ass. And then we're going to jump again.
I do like when Griffin goes and jumps and then brings a double-decker bus back to throw at Sam Jackson. And Sam Jackson just kind of jumps out of the way.
No, he jumps into it.
He, like, underneath it.
Yeah.
And it's not the jump. It's just a regular.
It was just a regular.
Jump.
It wasn't a whoosh.
It wasn't a whoosh.
It was
just
a regular.
He dive rolls out of the way.
Jump
of a double-decker bus.
That was cool. Probably, I don't care how fast your reflexes are.
No, you're not surviving.
Probably wouldn't happen that way. But he's just a normal dude.
He's a normal dude with white hair.
And he doesn't have any
not even
powers.
gray, not silver hair. He's not a silver fox. He literally has white latex attached to his head.
Yeah, it's
like
snow. The fake snow they spray on the windows at the stores on his head.
You didn't watch a lot of Community, did you?
No.
There's a scene where Pierce's dad has like this hairpiece made out of ivory.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like a helmet, but it looks like hair basically. Like it's so ridiculous. But every time I looked at Sam Jackson in this movie, that's all I thought of.
That's all you could think of?
Yeah. So they go back. Millie's held hostage in her own apartment, and David jumps there to go get her. Mm-hmm. Does Griffin die? I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm not. That's unclear.
We'll find out in the sequel. So David goes back to try to save Millie. Roland's there. He's getting his ass kicked again. He's being electrocuted and trying to jump the entire apartment, which he does. Mm-hmm. Where do they jump to? The river.
Uh-huh.
I think. It's underwater.
Yeah.
It's the river, and then they go back to the library.
Yeah.
When he gets out, but he jumps roll into the Grand Canyon like we discussed earlier.
Yep.
Leaves him there to die.
Yep.
And then it's over. Then the movie's over.
I mean, Roland's still alive.
For the sequel.
For the sequel.
But honestly, I thought the movie was going to end right there. It doesn't. It cuts to a snowy house. And David's knocking on the door. And I'm like, whose house is this? And then Kristen Stewart opens the door. Which you didn't realize was her, I guess.
No, I did. It just
didn't blow
there's
your mind.
a lot of stuff at the end of this movie, like it was so rushed.
Oh, yeah.
That I almost don't even remember it, even though I watched it just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like almost reliving that last scene as we're talking about it because I forgot.
Yeah.
Because it's so rushed and it's so
It's sequel bait. Sequel bait.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, like, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Either way, what happens when his mom's not there or something?
No, she's there. So Kristen Stewart answers the door and then goes, he's like, I'm looking for so-and-so. I don't remember his mom's name. And she goes, Mom. And his face is like, oh, my God. What? Mm-hmm. That's my sister? Mm-hmm. And so Mom comes down and she goes like, hey, I left because you jumped at age 5 and I'm a paladin, which he found out in Griffin's cave. So he already knew.
I feel like I don't remember this, but like I definitely watched it.
Yeah, she seriously is just like, yeah, you jumped when you were 5 and it was either I turn you in or I leave.
Oh, right. I remember. Yep.
And she's like, I chose to leave because I still love you. And his reaction to all of this is just like, meh. Okay.
Yeah. How about you quit your job, you freaking bee?
And then the movie just stops. It just ends.
No, him and Millie have to go and have their moment and prove that they're still a couple. And then he's like, well, where do you want to go? And she's like, surprise me. And it's like, let's go somewhere to do it again because we're starting over because I hated you because I thought you were a freak. But then now I think I'm going to be okay with it. But as long as you take me places.
Yeah, and then there's no big resolution to anything. They don't explain any of the war that's been going on for centuries. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of basically say, we'll revisit it in the sequel.
We'll get there.
They don't. They do not sequel this movie.
It's been
almost 20 years.
20 years? Just about?
I just want to end this by saying this movie does have one of the coolest superpowers you can have. But the main character uses it to steal money, impress a girl, avoid responsibility, and half participate in a secret war. Mm-hmm. It's like if Spider-Man discovered his powers and said, I'm going to move to Tokyo, have a good time.
Yeah.
And that's Jumper. Why don't we hear from our good pal, Aeric?
Yeah.
About his view and his take on the movie Jumper, and then we'll come back with our final thoughts and our scores and go from there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hello, Brendan and Juan, BJ in the Morning and BJ in the Morning listeners. This is Aeric Azana, a voice actor and co-host of the Geeksplained Book Club. We're a comics podcast, kind of a very similar vibe to Brendan and Juan, just talking about comic books. I was really excited when you told me that you were checking out movies in 2008, and specifically Jumper. Now, I have to admit, when I read the message that Brennan sent me, I thought that we were talking about Looper, and I had a whole lot of other things to say. But then I realized, no, we're talking about the 2008 Hayden Christensen classic, Jumper. This was around the same time that I think Push was also coming out with Chris Evans. And I still have this dream deep in the recesses of my mind of a Jumper Push crossover. It doesn't make any sense. The rules of both power sets are very different, but I still believe it can happen. But for this movie, I thought it was really fun. Hayden Christensen was honestly trying to find something after Star Wars and looking to jump into another franchise. And this thing, let's be honest, gang, there was no future for this. But they tried real hard. I mean, you got some killer people in this cast, like Samuel L. Jackson, I think, is in this. Diane Lane, I distinctly remember, is his mom. Just a crazy thing to think about. It wasn't. I am racking my mind right now. No, it's not. He was in Fan Four Stick from Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell is also in this movie, and I think Jamie Bell is the kind of actor that you always forget that he's an actor, and then he shows up in something, you're like, oh yeah, Jamie Bell. It's funny, I haven't seen this in years, and having Brendan bring it up gave me a huge wash of nostalgia, and I'm probably going much longer than he expected or asked me to. But Jumper, a fun time from what I remember. Granted, haven't seen it in years, don't remember most of the movie, but I remember having a good time with it and really hoping that this was going to be a vehicle for Hayden to continue to rise when it comes to like his star power. Didn't happen, but them's the breaks, kid. But yeah, Jumper, a fun time. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Aeric. We really appreciate your insight, and gosh,
you know what's funny is
his audio quality is way better than ours will ever be.
That's not what I was going to say.
My bad. Okay. But he's also a professional voice actor. We just got to shout him out for that.
Shout out to Aeric
and Geeksplained Podcast, Geeksplained Book.
Yeah.
I always just call them Geeksplained. So Geeksplained Bookclub Podcast.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we going to say?
Just like you said, this movie is a lot of fun if you don't criticize it.
Yeah.
Which, would I watch it again? Yeah. Probably. But like if we're thinking about it in a critical aspect, we're trying to break it down, we're trying to make sense of it. It is not the greatest of movies. As far as the plot, as far as the plot holes, as far as the whooshes, it's not a great movie, but it is a fun watch. So if you are going to watch this movie, don't think too much about it. Don't ask questions. Just watch it.
Yeah.
And enjoy the whooshes. And enjoy the fact that Jamie Bell's character and Hayden Christensen's character have different noise whooshes. Did you notice that?
I didn't. I'm going to have to go check it out.
One of them is a little higher pitched than the other, and it doesn't make sense because they have the same power.
Yeah. I think that explains this movie, though. It doesn't make sense, but
it was cool.
It was cool.
But Brendan,
I'm waiting for your score.
You want me to give the score? I was about to ask you for your score.
Oh,
but
I can do it first. I have mine ready. If you need to think about it for a second.
I don't need to think about it.
They didn't think about this movie.
No, definitely not. If I'm going to
whoosher to your head,
I'm gonna be harsh here, but at the same time, I also have to take into consideration that it was a enjoyable movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, enjoyable as far as fun.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna give it a 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
All right.
If this movie was not fun and did not have a cool whooshing power, it would definitely be a lot lower.
Yeah.
A lot lower. But I'm going to give it a 5. I could go 5.5, 6 if I took my criticisms out of it. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to stick with a...
Yeah, because we're professional critics.
Solid 5. That would be a cool job. That would be cool.
We're doing it now.
We are technically doing it.
So I was thinking a lot about this movie. Like, after we watched it, when we get into our next episode, this will come up again. There are some movies out there that I've seen once and I will never want to watch again. There are some movies that I've seen once and I rewatch them and I go, I can't wait for this to be over. Because I don't like not finishing movies.
Yeah.
I hate not finishing a movie. I feel like it's like sacrilegious. You know, like it's against the law for me as a movie lover. I've only
you didn't give it a chance.
I've only not finished like one movie in my life that I can think of.
Which one is it?
Wrath of the Titans was like the sequel to Clash of the Titans.
Really?
Yeah, I think I fell asleep and then just never went back. No, actually, that's a lie. 2 movies. I don't think I can count that one. I fell asleep. It was a midnight showing after we saw another midnight showing, right? Or another late night showing before it. We saw Doctor Who Christmas special, and then we went to a midnight showing afterwards. Do you remember this? Yeah, with Aeric.
Yeah.
I fell asleep during that movie. That whatever. It was either Clash or Wrath of the Titans. One of those. Anyways.
Wraith.
The Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Oh.
I turned it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. Anyways, this movie, though, I didn't find myself wanting to turn it off, which already gives it a point for me. I will probably rewatch this sometime in the future, and I will not complain about it. I thought, like I said, Hayden Christensen, like, is a great actor when he has the right people supporting him. Because in Star Wars, he's super whiny and he's not really, like, I don't really feel like his character is fleshed out a lot. And that's because George Lucas is a bad director. I don't know Lehman and his directing and his movies, like a lot of the movies that we talked about that he made. I don't follow them. I'm not like super into them. But I think Hayden Christensen really stepped up his acting game in this compared to Star Wars. I think he should be more well known for this movie. Like, it's not talked about when you talk about Hayden Christensen, you know? Sam Jackson, despite the hair color, because I think it's just really hard to get past, he delivers a really great villain portrayal. Like,
Stole the show.
He's really great. Jamie Bell's great. Rachel Bilson, I feel like they focused so much attention on the 3 other leads that she didn't get any kind of direction. But her acting is pretty on par to where I know her from other things, like in How I Met Your Mother. She's just kind of a blank stare, you know? She is an attractive actress. Like, she's nice to look at. She has qualities. There are moments in here where I'm like, yeah, okay, I see it. But the sequel baiting at the end, all those things combined, I'm giving it a 5.5.
5.5.
It is not a bad movie, but it is definitely not a good movie. It's right in the middle. I gave it the 0.5 though, because I like Jamie Bell so much. And I think he really elevates this portrayal of a jumper, and I wish we got more of him. And I wish it felt like he was a little less just shoved into the mix for bits.
Or maybe if this movie was about him,
it could have been cool. If it followed him and then he met David and he was trying to like show him the ropes a little bit. But again, this is based on a book, so it was already a established world and story and everything. So I don't know. I didn't read the book.
Me either.
I'm not gonna.
Me either.
So that is our review and nostalgia trip on Jumper. Do you have anything else you want to say?
I wish I could whoosh.
We could whoosh. You could whoosh. I could whoosh. We could whoosh.
Can we whoosh?
We could whoosh. Whooshology, dude. It's the study of whooshing.
All right. You're going to have to teach me that.
Yeah, we'll do it after we plug our socials. So, thank you so much for making it this far into the episode. If you have made it this far, you should already have subscribed on YouTube or your podcast listening apps, because, let's face it, if you made it this far, this is probably the best episode we've done of this new format that we're doing. So,
subscribe.
Drop a follow, drop a subscribe, wherever you're at. And if you're listening on any of your podcast listening apps, leave a 5-star review. tell us what your favorite whoosh was in Jumper, and leave a 5-star review so we can keep making these fun episodes. If you want to see more clips and interact with us a little bit more over on Instagram, you can do that. On Instagram, we are
BJ in the Morning _.
There you go. And on YouTube, if you want to watch the videos, you can see our friend Kevin in all his puppet glory. You can see him, and you can see sometimes I add in clips from the movie throughout the episode, which is really fun. But you can do that on YouTube at
BJ in the Morning Podcast.
And now, this is the part of the show where we say bye. So thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And
we'll talk to you next time.